Yes, there we go. All right, we are about to get started. I'm really excited about today. This is officially the encore of the Map Out a Profit-Focused Marketing Calendar, which I'll be sharing a rinse and repeat plan to maximize your results, work less, and make more money. So make sure you got your pen and paper out. And also, if you signed up for the masterclass, you should have received a worksheet that we'll be working on in a little bit when we get to a particular section of this masterclass. If not, I can definitely get you the worksheet. I'll make sure I include a link for you so you can get that access to that worksheet. So you're in the right place if you're a high achieving coach, consultant, healer, or healer with a purpose-driven business. You have an offer that you're absolutely proud of and believe in and stand behind. You're committed to your business, but you're not sure you're focusing on the right things that will make you money. So this masterclass is for you, like whether you are making money or not. There's always a way to optimize, what you're doing in your business, especially when it comes to marketing. You're also in the right place if you're ready to get organized and simplify what you're doing in your business. You've wasted so much valuable time and energy on random stuff, which I've done many times before, when you could have actually been signing clients and making money. So what I mean by that is, like, I know that there's a lot of things that are important in our businesses, but we need to mainly focus on the profit, the money-making activities, and usually you can be distracted by other things like, working on your website or scrolling a news feed of Facebook or Instagram, when you could really be getting laser focused in on the things that are actually going to attract the clients and bring you the money so you can make a difference in those people's lives that you are working with. And you're also in the right place if you're ready to do things differently. Like I said, you could be struggling right now, or maybe you're not. You're just ready to expand some more, and you're ready just to do things differently, because we're always going to be improving and changing and tweaking the things that we're doing in our businesses. All right, so what I wanted to talk about right now is like the top 4 marketing mistakes, or when it comes to planning, I guess I should say marketing calendar creation mistakes. I want to get that out the way first, because you might fit into one of these categories. The first one is no marketing plan or strategy whatsoever. So what I mean by this is that I see plenty of people online, and I've also had people come to me that end up working with me to where they're having trouble selling their product or service, whatever it is they have to offer. And it usually has to do with no marketing plan or strategy. What they're doing is just selling, just putting a post up saying, enrollment's open for this program, or this course is available for the next 5 people. But it's just there's no marketing involved. It's just strictly sales, and there's nothing wrong with sales, but you want to get ahead of the sale, and that's what marketing is all about. This is what I absolutely love about marketing, is that it makes the selling like so much easier. And also, you're not wasting time. I'm really big on time. Time is something that we cannot get back. Once it's gone, it's gone. Money, I'm more than happy to waste that, because it can always be made again and again and again and again. Let's see here. Let me let a couple more people in. There we go. All right. Hello. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us, Nicole. Great to have you here. Okay, let me put this out. Also, if you have any questions, ladies, don't forget, just put them in the comments, and I will definitely, or in the chat, and I can unmute you. So this is actually better that we are here in Zoom. The next thing is, okay, there we go. Oops, I went way too far. There we go. Next thing is that maybe you've overplanned. I see this a lot, and I've done this before, where you're overplanning the marketing strategy to the point of it not being sustainable. So what I mean by this is that maybe you're putting too much stuff in your calendar to where it ends up overwhelming you, and or it's working for a while, but you burn out. And I have burned myself out before. I share my story about how I took 2 years off of my business, away from my business, because I burned myself out because I overplanned with my marketing strategy. And also, over planning leads to you not working in an intuitive way. And I like to work strategically and intuitively. And also, I encourage my clients to do the same, because when you work from that place, you're usually about more confident about the things that you do to get the attention of the people that are a good fit to work with you, directly or indirectly. And also, you don't waste so much energy. It is not necessary to overplan when it comes to your marketing strategy, because things change so fast. Look, for example, what has happened in the world today. If you've planned too far out or too strict, most likely you would have had to tweak the things that you were doing anyway. But the point is that it just is not sustainable whatsoever. It might be for a while, but it's not going to last. How about this? You got a plan. This is another mistake. You have a marketing plan, but the marketing content is not intentional. And what I mean by this is that there is no cohesiveness to guide the person who is just learning about who you are to know, liking, and trusting you to ultimately working with you. I see this so much. And this can be, let me give you an example here. Like, you know, I do watch my clients on social media and people in my community, and of course, me being on social media for research reasons, I notice that there are so many people that definitely provide, you know, inspirational stuff. They'll share other people's content, and then it's sprinkled here and there with, you know, whatever they're selling. There's just really no cohesiveness going on. And what you want to make sure is that your marketing content is all cohesive. It is, first of all, when it comes to our marketing, we need to only be speaking to the people who are a perfect fit for our offers. So that means that you need to be absolutely intentional with every single thing that you share online when it comes to your business, right? Now, of course, I know a lot of you like to share some of your personal stuff that's mixed in with your business. I do that, but it's still intentional, right? There's certain things that I like to share with on my personally with my social media, because those are the things, of course, I'm comfortable with sharing, and plus those are the things that I know that my dream client and customers would absolutely appreciate. And plus, it gives them an idea about who I am, who I stand for, what my values are like, and you definitely want to do that. But the goal is to be very intentional when it comes to your content, because remember, your marketing is actually, the goal of it is to work for you. It's supposed to do most of the work for you way before someone makes that decision to invest in whatever you have to offer. Here's another thing. Another mistake is planning and even implementing what you have in your marketing calendar. However, you're not tracking what's working or not working. So that means that there is most likely a lot of space that you could open up so you can focus on more money, either more money making activities, or you can open up space to do other things, you know, in your life. So it's very important for us to track what we're doing. Like, if you do not do this, then basically you're operating your business based on emotions. And remember, if we allow our emotions to get in the way of what we're doing in our business, that's when we end up like self-sabotaging ourselves. We end up making bad decisions. So you want to make sure that, like, when you are planning your what you're doing, when it comes to your marketing and you're implementing, that you need to track. And this is something that I absolutely encourage every single person, that the ladies that are in my Profit Plan Accelerator program, I'm helping them, I'm coaching them to make sure they are tracking what's working and not working. That way, the next time that they create the next profit focused marketing calendar for the next 90-day period, it'll be tweaked to be more optimized, so they can only focus on what's working and get rid of what's not working, which opens up so much space for you. Okay, so today I'm going to be really revealing the exact method that has allowed me and also my clients to scale their businesses to consistent 10K plus months for years. Now, this was not always the case, because planning used to be an afterthought for me. I am even going to take you to a trip down memory lane, and planning used to be an afterthought for me because I like I said, I'm the kind of person that likes to work intuitively. And, you know, the results of my business really reflected my lack of planning. And you might relate to what I'm sharing with you right now. So I'm the kind of person that resists to structure and schedules. But of course, I knew I needed to make changes in my business, because otherwise my business would have remained a hobby. I started my business back in 2008. The first 5 years of my business, I worked by myself. I was Miss Independent, overly self-reliant. I did not ask for help, and that was just absolutely insane and crazy and not really smart, because if I would have gotten the help and the guidance and the coaching way in the beginning, who knows what my business would look like today. So I don't know if you can relate to, you know, any lack of planning. I don't know if are you an intuitive type of person? Do you like to work intuitively? Are you do you kind of resist schedules and structure? If so, you know, I feel you on that. But here's the thing, it's so important to have some structure going on in your business, because you are the CEO and your business is an actual entity. It is separate from you. Let's see here. Guilty. Nicole says guilty. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So here's the thing. You know, we can definitely work from an intuitive place and strategically. And this is what this profit focused marketing calendar is about, is for you to have, I don't want to say a balance, but just a dance between the strategic and the intuitive ways that you like to create and grow your business, right? So I know you don't want your business to remain a hobby. So you have to put on that CEO hat. You have to step into your CEO identity, or CEO, wait, did I say CEI? CEO identity. So here's the thing. I know you don't want to have a hobby. You're here, which is, that's obvious to me, because anybody that is a part of my community or connects with me knows that I want to help you or anybody else in my community, you know, build a business that not only transforms lives, but also allows you to live an incredible life and do the things that you love and use your unique gifts to help people. So you cannot work strictly from an intuitive place, because that's in an emotional place, you know? So now that I work strategically, intuitively, it allows me to work less, make more money, because my profit focused marketing calendar and my attract, engage, and profit plan system, which is a part of my Profit Plan Accelerator program, does most of the heavy lifting. So, you know, for the past several months, I've committed to taking every Monday and Wednesday off, plus a week off every month. This has been going on for months, and I've been committed to this, and so I can spend time, recharge, and in a total opposite from where I was at, you know, not even 4 years ago. So that's 15 days out of every month to recharge, rest, and spend more time with my family. On those days, guess what? Even though I'm off, my audience still grows and the sales keep rolling in. So this is my goal for you, is for you to not have to worry if your business is going to make money while you're off. I know a lot of people that are in my community, and many people that have worked with me, they are afraid to step away from their business for a day or two or a week, because they know that if they step away from their business, that they're not going to be making money. And of course, the money is what's going to sustain your life and to sustain your business, so you can continue to serve your clients or customers at the highest level. So just to let you know, the methods that I teach, I do not use any type of paid advertising. You know, I don't teach my clients paid advertising at this point whatsoever. So this can work for you with this profit focused marketing calendar. Okay. So this is about you, you know, taking intentional action, because like once I started, you know, really committing to a profit focused marketing calendar, everything changed. It was a game changer for my business, along with collaborating with other people. Okay. And also what's great about this, when you create this profit focused marketing calendar, it's rinse and repeat. And you don't have to get distracted with the latest marketing strategies or tactics or trends. Like what I'm going to be teaching you today is something that will work for you no matter what changes your market goes through or you go through. It will work. And I've seen this time and time again with the people that I've worked with, which makes me know that this is not a fluke and that it not only works for me. And just to let you know, I'm not talking about cookie cutter methods at all, because I'm not about the cookie cutter. I want your energy and your essence to be instilled into your into your profit focused marketing calendar. So let me take you on a trip down memory lane real quick, because I want you to have a good idea about, you know, my history, my before and after of what life was like and business was like before me, before I really started getting serious with the profit focused marketing calendar. So in 2008 to 2012, I didn't track my work hours, and I made about an average of $1,000 a month. 2013, I started tracking. However, I wasn't like really committed to tracking, but what I did track, I realized that I was working 80 hours a week, and I put a plus sign here because I'm pretty sure I worked more than that. But I know from what I tracked, it was at least 80 hours a week. And I made an average of 10K per month. But here's the kicker. That might sound great, but it's not, because I thought that I was supposed to work that amount, hustle really hard, you know, that the whole hustle mentality. Well, I thought that's just the way it was in order to grow my business. Well, it wasn't. And what ended up happening, like I mentioned, with being not having over planning your marketing calendar, well, that's what I did. And I ended up burning out 2014 to late 2016. I didn't work. I burned out. I was willing to step away from my business because my relationship with my husband was falling apart. I really didn't have a great relationship with my son. Really didn't have a great relationship with myself. I was eating terribly. I was always stressed out. I didn't sleep much. I wasn't active, you know, physically active at all. I really didn't, you know, go out to the great outdoors. Like, it consumed me because I thought that's just the way that it was supposed to be, me working that much. Well, I did make some money during that time. It was residual income from affiliate programs that I was a part of. But it took me that long, from 2014 to late 2016, to finally have my mind, body, and spirit back together to where I would go back to business, but do things differently. So this is when things really started changing for me, was late 2016 when I came back. I worked 40 hours a week, which is, you know, a typical 9 to 5 type work schedule. And that's what I was willing to do. And I made an average of $2,000 a month. Now, that's a big drop from my 10K, but however, I was willing to, I was okay with that. Like, the money was not everything for me at that point. I just wanted to make sure that I was okay and I was taking care of myself and my family and that I was happy. 2017, still working 40 hours a week, and my income started jumping up. It jumped up to 6K a month on average. 2018, my hours went down. This is when I really started getting serious about sticking to my profit-focused marketing calendar. Like I started things in 2016. I started putting it together. So I really was not 100% all in. You know those moments when you start doing something but you're not all the way all in? That's where I was right here. I was just kind of giving myself grace, just kind of taking it easy because I had that fear in the back of my mind that I was going to revert back to the 2013 version of myself. No, I did not want to do that. So I kind of took it easy 2016. I didn't go all the way in until 2018. Well, actually 2017, I went all in. 2016, I really didn't. I was in, but I was not. No, I was like in the middle, I should say, because I did not go all in. 2017, I went all in. My income jumped. 2018, still all in. And I was ready to decrease my hours. And guess what? My income jumped up to 10K a month on average. 2019, last year, I cut my hours down some more. And guess what happened? My income jumped up. Now, this is like it seems counterproductive to work less, right? Because we are born into a culture to work hard to make more money. I mean, that's what we're taught in our school systems, probably most likely our families, especially here in the USA. But I really didn't believe it was possible until it started actually happening. I was like, how my brain just was not catching on for a while, even though I had the results right in my face, right? And then this year, my goal is to work 10 hours a week, which I am starting to decrease my hours right now. And my goal is to make an average of 30K a month. And I know that it's possible. I've seen much evidence of it. A couple of my clients have, worked less hours than me and make more money. So I know that the profit focused marketing calendar will definitely work for you. It's just that you have to be committed to it. And of course, it won't take you as long as it took me. Of course, I had a lot of mindset work to do, right? And I mentioned that I'm stubborn and very overly self-reliant. If it wasn't for me getting my coach in 2017, I probably wouldn't have made this much of progress. I don't think I would have. All right. So can you relate to anything that I shared so far about the work hours, about anything that I share about possibly burning out, thinking that you have to work a lot of hours in order to get the results that you want, make that profit, grow your business? If you can relate to that, I'm going to tell you things are going to change for you. As long as you really just trust me and believe that this can work for you, because I know that it can work for you. So everything changed when I committed to mapping out a profit-focused marketing calendar. So this is like you really just really focusing on about the money. Angelica, you said, yes, you can relate. Thank you for sharing that with me and everyone else that's listening or watching. Okay. Oops, there we go. Okay. But the most important thing, I wasn't just planning. I was committed to taking action. See, we can plan all day long. All day long we can plan, but until we actually start doing the thing, nothing's going to change. So what I want you to learn from my journey from where I was to where I am right now, I want you to know that you can take imperfect action. You do not have to sit there and think that you have to have everything, you have to have all the answers and that you have to have everything perfect for this to work. I have taken so many imperfect actions and it's working for me. So I don't want you to put any unnecessary pressure on yourself. I just want you to start doing it. Usually the clients that work with me in my Profit Plan Accelerator program, it usually takes them about 6 months, 3 to 6 months to finally start getting their groove when it comes to creating their profit-focused marketing calendar and setting up the systems to start removing themselves out of a lot of the work in their businesses. So I know this can work for you. It's just that you just got to take action and move and be supported. So that's what I want to get out the way right now, is that, like, don't overly plan, because that's just another form of self-sabotage. It's kind of weird. I know you definitely want to have everything right, and you want to bring your potential clients and customers the best, but you know what? That's just putting you in a place to where you're putting unnecessary pressure on yourself. So why is a profit focused marketing calendar important? Well, without it, you cannot measure your results with data. You need data. Remember, you don't want to be working from an intuitive place all the time, because that's emotional. You don't want your emotions involved all the time, because your self-worth can get tied up into that. If you don't get the results that you were hoping for, that can put you on a downward spiral to not really taking inspired, consistent action in your business. And also, you won't know what to tweak, right? I have so many people that tell me something's not working, and I'm like, okay, well, how long have you been doing it for? And how long have you been doing it for? And usually they tell me not too long. They're like, I don't know, maybe a week or 2 or 3. And I'm just like, you need to give this at least 90 days. That way you can see, you can see patterns. You can see patterns of what was working and what's not. 3 weeks or a month is not enough time to measure what's working and not working. And my Profit Plan Accelerator, it's 30 days, or not, I'm sorry, not 30 days. It's 90 days. But the reason why I said 30 days, like when you start creating your profit focused marketing calendar, you can start in 30-day, start with 30 days if you'd like, especially if this is like really out of the ordinary for you. It might feel uncomfortable to think 90 days out. Just start with 30 days and then build the next 30 days and then the next. And then before you know it, you got a whole 90-day plan in front of your face, and you're working it too. And you're not playing a guessing game when you do this. Ladies, please do not work from a place of emotion, because that's just the worst place to operate, because I can tell you, you're going to be doing a lot of failing in your business, even long after you've been hitting your goals and reaching your goals and making success with your business and in people's lives. Let's see here. Okay, so a profit-focused marketing calendar gives you direction. It's your road map. It is your roadmap, ladies. And I call this roadmap the 90-day profit plan. So a profit-focused marketing calendar allows you to get ahead of the sale. You definitely want to get ahead of the sale, because it's going to make it easier for you to weed out the people who are not a good fit for whatever you have to offer. So let's see here. So in order to get ahead of the sale, you must attract the right people using aligned marketing strategies. You must engage with the right people. That builds trust and positions you as an expert. And you must, of course, profit with ease from selling to the right people who will buy on repeat. Wouldn't it be great if, like, every time you sold something, someone would buy? And what's even better is, like, the people that you've worked with before buy from you again. That's even better, because that shows that what you've been doing has been working. It's been making an impact in their life. So to get ahead of the sale, begin with the end in mind. So if you got one of the worksheets that I sent to you when you signed up for this masterclass, Profit Plan Map worksheet, you have to begin with the end in mind. I want you to see as far out as possible. You need to know what your end goal is, so you can reverse engineer. So the first thing that you need to think about is living your incredible life. Now, I know you have a vision for your life and your family's life and the people that you love, right? You need to make sure that you're living it right now. I don't want you to think of it as a far off place, because if you don't start creating the space for the incredible life that you want to live right now, it's never going to happen. Like, if you ever tell yourself, like, oh, I will start looking at that dream home that I want to buy after I've made X amount of money, or I'll wait until next year, or whatever, or Or maybe you want to leave your 9 to 5 because you realize that's not where you want to be. You want to create space to start preparing yourself to get out of there, right? So what I mean by living your incredible life is that you have other things that you want to do besides your business. I know you absolutely love your business. I know I love mine. However, I'm pretty sure you have other interests, and there's relationships that you have in your life, and you want to make sure you keep those relationships strong. So creating space for your incredible life means that you need to be living it, which means that you need to step away from your business for a little while. I shared that I take every Sunday and Wednesday off and a week off every month so I can live my incredible life. Next thing is your 90-day money goal. Like, how much money do you want to make? Why do you want to make it? Why is that important to you? And then also you need to break down the numbers. I don't want it to be an arbitrary number for you. Don't say, oh, I want $20,000, Stacy. Okay. Why do you want that? Why that specific number? Why isn't it $21,500? You want to have a reason behind it. Why? And then also you need to break it down. Like $2,000 is going to this savings account. $500 is going to a tire. You want to have a home for all of that money and break it down. That worksheet has space for you to do that. Another thing that you need to know is about what offers you're going to be focusing on for the 90-day period, right? Usually I'm selling 2 offers a month, and I will be sharing my calendar with you towards the end. That way you have an idea of like how I plan out my profit focus marketing calendar. And of course you can model it or take some inspiration from it, right? Next thing, dates to monetize sales activities. This is a big one. I think probably more than half of the people that come to work with me, they're not selling enough. They're not selling enough. And I always recommend that you need to be doing sales activities at least, I recommend 15 days out of the month. 15 days out of every month, and if you can do more than that, that's great. I'll go into more details about sales activities in a little bit, because there are some that you might think are sales activities, but they're not. Another thing is staying focused with the AEP framework. Now, why I have this here is because, this curriculum's taken from my Profit Plan Accelerator program. So anyone that's in that program, they focus on the Attract, Engage, and Profit framework, which I'm going to get you familiar with in a moment, because that's the thing that's going to help you stay focused and not get distracted with other things. And it's a really simple framework. And as long as you make sure you're doing those things that are part of the framework, and of course you can do it in a way that's aligned with your vision, mission, and personality, the framework is just to keep you going in the right direction. And then another thing is systems, automation, and outsourcing. So this is about leveraging your time. On the days that I'm off, either my team is working for me, and it's not a big team. I have a team of 2, including me, or wait, so that's 3 if it's including me. Team of 3, and I'm a part of that. And then I also have, automation to help leverage my time. So on my days off, I'm still making money. And this is what I want for you. I want you to have a peace of mind knowing that you're still building your audience. Your messaging is still getting out to get out there to get the attention of the people that are a great fit to work with you. And plus, most of all, I want you to make money. Making money. Okay. So before you start plugging in the activities on your marketing calendar, you must be aware of 4 specific things to get ahead of the sale.